Good morning. Want to welcome you to Barbara's Stamp Pad. Good morning, everyone. Today's Wednesday, December the 29th, and we are on our last layout for the year 2021. Good morning, Stella. Just pulling up the wheel there. How are you doing, Stella? Hope you've got some fair weather up north. It's kind of gloomy over here today in San Antonio. Good morning, Terry. Good morning, Donna. Want to welcome you. Kind of trippy. Yeah. Actually, Donna, I am. That was kind of unexpected, I guess you could say. But I had never had I've had my flu shot before, but I'd never had a reaction, even a mild one before. So yeah, I'm feeling lots better. But man, let me tell you, it sure was nice to not do nothing for 2 days. That was the one thing I really enjoyed, was just doing absolutely nothing for a little more than 2 days. But yeah. But of course, once I started feeling better, then mom mode goes in, and you start doing everything that you should have been doing when you weren't feeling well. Well, I won't keep you guys too long this morning, and I say that, but we all know what happens when you start chit-chatting with your crafty friends. So anyway, welcome everyone. Today is the last layout for the year 2021. So I've been doing this all year. Basically, this will be the end of my first year of doing this. So I'm kind of excited and looking forward to 2022. And so we'll go ahead and just get started with the layout. And then as I'm putting things together, I'm just going to kind of chit chat. Okay. So if you missed last week, we did this layout using the Positive Thoughts stamp set. And get this, y'all, I realized this after I did my live, and this is the stamp set that we were using, Positive Thoughts. And this comes from the annual catalog. I love it. I love the images, but I also like the fonts and the little sentiments. Y'all remember last week I had cut out like 3 of these little flowers. This is what happens when you have too much stuff and you don't put, well, at least for me, when you don't put your coordinating dies with your stamps. I was going through and doing something else, and I came across this. Do y'all read that? It says Nature's Thoughts Dies. Y'all, that stamp set, it does have coordinating dies. I cut those flowers out by hand, and I could have die cut them. Oh my gosh. I was laughing at myself, and I'm like, you know what? Those are the die cuts for the flowers and the little butterfly. Yeah. So I'm correcting myself from last week. Positive Thoughts does come with dies. It's not a bundle. They're sold separately, but there are coordinating dies to this. Stella, I know. You know what, Stella? What's funny is when you look at my little cutouts, I was like, woo, I did it. And and when you look at the die cut version, I'm going to put this up right here. When you look at the die cut version, I'm like, huh, I like mine better. But this time I went ahead and used the die cut. But yeah. So if you have this stamp set, or you like this stamp set and you want coordinating dies, definitely make sure that you get the coordinating dies that are in the back. I don't remember what page they are in the annual catalog, but I'm just correcting myself because I know last week I said this was a standalone stamp set, and it's not. So I have these two together. That way when I'm done, normally I put my dies here so that when I pull a stamp set, I know that those have coordinating dies, unless it's larger than this case, and then I just have to keep that in mind that there's coordinating dies. But anyway, that was a little hiccup that I realized well after I did the live. And so, yeah. But if you missed last week, this is layout number 26, page number 1. And then today we're going to be doing page number 2. But before I do page number 2, I want to make sure I said that right. We're going to spin the wheel for last week. And so if you are new, how you can get on the wheel is when you like, comment, or share any of my videos that I do each week. And page 164. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And that's in the annual catalog if anybody's looking for those dies. Forgot what I was going to say. Oh, on the wheel. In order to get on the wheel, if you're new, when you like, comment, or share any of my videos, that gets you onto the wheel. But when you share, you actually get 2 entries. So you get an extra entry. And that actually helps me in my business because Stampin' Up! Is all that I do. So your sharing the video helps me, and it shows the video to more people. But after you share the video, you have to type share it in the comments section so I can give you credit, because Facebook privacy settings don't always tell us who all shared the video. Okay, so this is the drawing from last week. Sunday's names I did not pull, so I'm not going to do Sunday's drawing. I'm going to do a double drawing this next Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time is when I go live, and so I'll do Sunday's drawing then. But I have a package of the Simply Elegant Trim that I'm going to give away. And so let's go ahead and spin this wheel. And hi, Kathy. Oh, thanks, Kathy. Thank you for sharing, Donna. Thank you for sharing, Kathy. Yeah. And oh, it's Corin. I always want to say Corrine, but I know it's Corin. So Corin, and look, it was her share that got her to win. So I have her address. Corin, if you're watching the replay or you pop on later and you see people congratulating you in the comment section, just know that you won today's drawing, and I will get your prize out to you in, if not today's mail, tomorrow's mail. All right, well, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and get started with layout 26, page number 2. And let me just put that aside. Make sure I got. All right. So we are going to, let me move this out of the way because I know that it's just going to move around. And there's one thing I didn't do. I need to clean my stamp. I need to clean this one. If you do not have a chamois, you definitely want to have one. They're great, portable, lightweight, and just the fastest way to quickly clean your stamps Okay, we do have our 12 by 12 of Sahara sand, and oops, goodness, I didn't mean for that to happen. We're going to repeat we're going to repeat the base of what we did last week. And if you remember, I had a couple of pieces of, make sure that's just one piece of, I'm going to do these both at the same time just to speed this up a little bit. We had a couple of pieces of early espresso. Now keep in mind, you can do this with any color of our cardstock, but I took the little floral image off the stamp set, and I'm using Versamark, and I'm just going to randomly stamp this cardstock. And because Versamark is kind of a wet, sticky substance, it's leaving basically like an imprint, like a watermark. You just want to be random about it. You just want something on there, but nothing crazy. And I think that's good. Okay, so we have these two pieces. And then let me put that away. We're going to bring our layout back in one of our pieces. And because I want this to be in line with page number 1, I'm going to line these two back up. And let's get some adhesive on the back. And I am not looking at comments, so if you have hopped on, I want to welcome you. Just want to make sure these are lined up. And we are going to do a continuation. Let me make sure this first part is on straight and level with this left side. Okay. And then we can continue the base that we had from the first page. So this part is going to be the same. Now you want to make sure that first piece is on straight, because the following pieces are just going to follow right behind it. And if your first one's crooked, then that means everything else after that's going to be crooked. But I do want to welcome you while I'm putting this together. If you're watching me live or you're watching the replay, if you're watching the replay off YouTube, thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't already, you can hit the red subscription button and turn on your notifications. That way you know when I upload a video. My Facebook audience, I am working on transitioning to YouTube at some point, which doesn't really change the experience. It just allows me to, there we go. It just allows me to stream to both at the same time, basically. All right, so here's our base. And then remember this cute little die cut? Okay. That's the die cut that comes from the Rainbow of Happiness bundle, which is one of the new bundles. It's called Brilliant Rainbow Dies. That die goes right there. And before I forget, I'm just going to stick it in there so I don't lose that. But that's where I pulled this little scalloped border trim from. And I am going to use fine tip glue. I almost thought about using, and get some out of here. Well, I guess that's the wrong one. Hold on. I did think about using the adhesive sheets, but totally forgot, of course, after I die cut them. There we go. This is the one. I keep saying that one that I used the first time, I keep saying that I'm going to fix it, and I never do. I put it back, and then when I go to use it, I keep pulling it out. And it's not the one that I need at the moment. I'm just putting a little bit of fine tip adhesive glue because it's clear. Definitely didn't want to use our all-purpose glue. Although you can. A little dab here, a little dab there would have been fine. We are just putting that along that top line. I love these colors. By the way, this color is, get that on there. This color is Coastal Cabana. Yeah, because Bermuda Bay is way too dark. Okay, let me put this on, and then I'm going to close up. Okay. It's okay that there's a little gap there. Just get that down because the flowers are going to cover that up. Well, it wants to stick to my finger and come up. So quiet. Okay, and let me close this up. There's a little pin at the end, and you'll be able to tell, there we go, when that pin goes into that little corresponding receptacle there. Okay, so those are going to dry. And then I have two of my die cut flowers and a new sheet of some dimensionals. So let's go ahead and do the top part here. At least get the flowers down. If you want to rough up your flower, y'all seen me rough up flowers before. You can just, you know, help curl up the little tips there if you want. We're going to put those two flowers together. All right. Now on this page, we have 4. Let me do this number. We have 4 picture mats. They're all the same. And if you notice, instead of a white or a Sahara sand or any other of these coordinating colors of a background, I'm using the cardstock vellum, which is what I used. Let me do that. It's what I used in the first page as this larger mat, and I wanted to continue it on this page, but on a smaller scale, just to help complement it. And I'm going to show, well, let me show that to you before. But I embossed it with the Parisian Flourish 3D embossing folder, just to give it a little extra. And I'm kind of sad that most of it gets covered up, but it really was just to complement. Well, I'm having problems with that. The first page. Okay, now 2 of these I'm going to put up with dimensionals. And the other 2 I'm not. So let me get these on first. And then my husband is about to walk in the door. So these two, this one's going to go in the top left-hand corner up here. I'm going to lightly put that one down. And then this one is going to go down here. I'm going to lightly put that one down in case I have to pick it up. My husband came home early. And then we're going to put some adhesive. I'm going to lightly put that down. And lightly put it down over here. Because I know I'm going to have to move those. Okay, so remember the dies. Remember the dies I didn't realize that existed? So in the die set, there's this one border. I wanted to use it. So I went ahead and did a middle photo or journaling mat. It could also be a journaling mat with that particular die, which just has a little stitched edge to it, kind of a zigzaggy stitched edge. And I'm going to mat a piece of basic white on the inside. That's going to go in the center. Okay, so we're going to put that in the middle. That way you can still see. If you were going to use this as a journaling mat, I would definitely journal on that piece of basic white before you go putting this down. Or if you're not a journaler, it's still a nice little pretty picture frame. It's not very big, by the way. This one is roughly 2.5 by 4 is the basic white piece. So it wouldn't be a very big picture, but it still has a nice little border to it. And we're going to put that in the middle. Okay, now those are still going to be loose because I am going to repeat what I did on page 1 with this little mat here. Oh, but before I do that, I probably should stamp. Make sure I'm stamping on the right side. On this one, we are going to stamp one of the other sentiments, hugs, prayers, and love. In Early Espresso. I love that. Hugs, prayers, and love. Okay, and then we're going to mat this piece right here with this piece of Coastal Cabana. And get it a little bit closer than this. Go. And then we're going to do the other side. There we go. And then let's put this one up with some dimensionals. I'm going to put dimensionals on there, but I'm going to wait. And we're going to cut the ends of these with our tailored tag punch. Just a little banner edge there. Doesn't have to be exactly perfect. I'm going to put a little adhesive on the back of this one. Oops. Kind of put that on there. Doesn't have to be perfect. Put a little more adhesive on the back of this one. And we're going to do it the opposite way. Then page number 1. Get that. Oh no, it needs to be that way. I'm looking at my angle. No. We're going to leave it this way. Same thing with this one. It's a banner cut edge, that one. Now we're going to put this one in the center just to help cover all of that up. And then our last little flower is going to go over here on this side just to help cover that up. Okay, so now that I have all of those in place, I'm actually going to go ahead and put these down. I wanted to make sure that I didn't need to move them. Just a little bit there. And I guess that one. Yeah, those are fine. They didn't need to be moved that much. Okay. And then let's make our bows. For this bottom one, I'm going to use a 12-inch strip, and then let me cut it in half and make a bow. If you've come on, I want to welcome you. Not ignoring you, I'm just not looking at the comments right now. I get easily extracted. Extracted? Oh my gosh, you guys. Distracted. I get easily distracted. Just made up a, well, no, it's not a new word. It's a word that exists. It's just not the word that I intended to use. Now it's a new one for me. I get easily extracted. Okay, I'm going to put that one kind of down here. Get that one out of the way. And then, remember I still have these extra loose dots, which by the way, this is Coastal Cabana in here, but these dots are just jade, I believe. And Bumblebee. So the Bumblebee matches pretty good, but even though this is just jade and Coastal Cabana, they still match pretty good. We're going to use up the large Bumblebee ones, and we're going to put one of those in each of the centers. Fortunately, I still have a couple. Get that right in the center there. And that one in the center there. And then up here, we're going to make a bigger bow. We're going to use a couple of 12-inch strips and just make a big bow for the top. Oops, that went wrong. Y'all, it is almost the end of the year. If you have not taken advantage of the last chance sale, you'll want to make sure you go check that out. Oh, trying to get it before it goes array here. There we go. Check out the clearance rack refresh. All of these links will be in the description. I do still have bingo registration happening. There we go. Let me look at my information over here. The Love and Happiness Online Bingo class is Saturday, January the 15th from 6:30 to 8:30. You want to register by, let me put another glue dot on here. You want to register by January 3rd in order to receive your make and take packet in time. You can still register after that. You'll just end up getting your bingo cards by email. I'm going to put that one right there in the center. And that one's kind of wild a little bit, but that's okay. We're going to leave it that way. And then I'm going to randomly put some of these Just Jade ones on here. If I can get it off. Do a little. I'll do a medium. I need one more. One more. Let's do a small one. I need a small one. I will do it right there. And that is, let me make sure. Yeah, that's it. I know I was talking about the bingo class, but anyway, all of the links will be in the description after the video. Last chance, the monthly online ordering special. Let me pull these two together. And they're mowing the yard outside. I hope you can see both of those. I'll probably bring it up just a little bit more. There we go. I think you can see both of those at the same time, so there you go. Bingo, last chance, clearance rack. If you need any catalogs, we have a new one coming out beginning January the 4th, I believe. Yes, January the 4th. New mini catalog, celebration, which just means that beginning January 4th through the end of February, every $50 purchase that you make, you get to choose something free out of this. We still can't show you the inside, but I know I've done some lives lately that have shown some of the new product. And this Sunday, actually, I'll be showing the online ordering special for the month of January, okay? And I think that's it for now. Today just kind of feels like a weird day. I don't know why, but there you have it. There's our final layout for the year. Ended it with the positive thoughts stamp set and coordinating dies. I hope you enjoyed this layout. Thank you all for joining me. I'll go back and look through the comments after I'm done. Make sure to say hello. Wherever you are, I hope you are safe. You had a Merry Christmas. And that you have a fabulous beginning new year. It's always exciting. But thanks for hanging out with me today, you guys. And we will see you back Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time for the January online ordering special, which is going to be, well, y'all know what comes after January when love is in the air. So we will see you all Sunday. Congratulations to Corin. I will get your prize out to you tomorrow. Y'all have a great rest of your day, okay? Bye.